Welcome back to the Ranch It Up radio show, the most information packed into a 30-minute program that you can find. It's your all things ranching newscast, and so glad to be hanging out with y'all. Questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, rants, it doesn't matter. Give us a call or text 707-RANCH-20. That's 707-726-2420. Our email, ranchitupshow@gmail.com, and prowling around social media at Ranch It Up Show. Horses with disposition, color, and conformation. That is Froelich Legacy Quarter Horses. The Froelich family is hosting their 55th annual production sale here in just a couple weeks at the ranch in Selfridge, North Dakota. This sale is where you get your foundation stock, and I gotta be honest with y'all, after combing their sale catalog and their videos, they are some of the best weanlings, fillies and colts, that I have ever seen. J.W. Froelich joins us today with an incredible story of family and faith, farming and ranching, international success with their bloodlines, even utilizing the latest technology. Hey, JW, thanks for joining us today. Is the best way to describe your sale, because you're selling weanlings, foundation stock, as a production sale?
Essentially, yeah, exactly. We call it our 55th annual production sale. Mostly foundation. I mean, of course, we got some performance bloodlines in there, and we've had some horses go on to be really good performance horses. Mostly just really good, ranch horses, and horses you can trust.
Well, you're being way too modest about your family's success over the years, and it's more than just 55 years. It's 55 years having the Froelich Legacy Quarter Horse sale. It's many, 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 many years of breeding and selection and success in said breeding and selection, because you have had horses go overseas. You've sold embryos, you've sold semen. Tell me a little bit about that, of some of the unique places that you've actually sent your genetics.
A few years ago, we had a horse or a gal from the country of Hungary. She was interested in a horse, and she ended up buying a filly from us, and we sent her over. It was kind of a unique deal. She had to be shipped down to Victoria, Texas, and then down there she was quarantined for 2 weeks, and then she got onto a plane and went to France, and then she got to Hungary. And just kind of a neat deal. With our colts, we put halters on them and stuff. We call them handle broke. We don't really call them halter broke. They get halters put on them 3 times before the sale, just so they kind of know the pressure and the release and stuff like that. But for this one, she left a little bit later in October. So after the sale, I worked with her a ton, got her tie broke, and got her really, really halter broke, where I even tied her lead line to one of our dogs' collar, and the dog would walk around and she would just follow the dog.
Right.
And so just kind of got her really quiet, and stuff like that so other people who are going to handle her, from plane to wherever, and stuff like that, she'd be comfortable, and they'd be comfortable with her.
I can imagine that was quite an ordeal. It was more than just a Coggins test and a brand release.
It was pretty interesting. I mean, of course, we've had bidders. People bid online, from New Zealand, Australia. I mean, all over the world and stuff. So that's pretty cool that people from other countries have heard about us.
So what is your customer base? Is it individuals that are purchasing these fillies and these stud colts to go back into their own herds? Is it more that they're looking for maybe a specific bloodline to go on for a particular discipline, or kind of all of the above?
Kind of all of the above. Lately, we've been getting a lot of people buying for their own breeding programs. And then, of course, we've had customers that have been coming to the sale, and I mean, they're not really customers, they're friends, I guess is the best way to put it, that have been coming to the sale since I was probably in first grade. They buy a lot of horses for just to use, whether it's just for trail riding or for ranching or for in the arena, roping. We've had a lot of good roping horses come out of our program. It's kind of just, everything, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Now, there's 3 adjectives that we have to describe your program, and that is disposition, color, and conformation. Now, we've all heard that saying, you can't ride color. I totally agree with that. But, however, if you have, say, a blue roan horse and you've got a bay, and I'm not picking on the bay because I've got a bay gelding. I absolutely love them. I'm not going to get rid of them. But if you've got a bay, for example, and the blue roan, both have the same disposition, the same conformation, but a totally different color pattern, and you have that blue roan, your eye automatically is going to be, and it's going to be zoned in on that blue roan, right? The one with color. It's hard to take your eye off him because whenever I'm announcing rodeos, it never fails. I will pick out, say it'd be in the tie-down roping, and somebody's got this beautiful red roan or just a very distinct color that you just don't see, or maybe a grula or something like that. I will absolutely make comment about that, of seeing something that is just a little bit different. And that is a big part of your program, is having everything that is really different that you just don't see every day.
That's kind of one thing we focused on here, and we have been focusing on is the color. Of course, disposition for us comes first. We want horses who are easy to work with, that can take vacation time. Then we add in the color, and it just kind of, the blue roan color is becoming really popular. Of course, red roan, and then the grula too. Grula is a really, really pretty color. So it's something that we've really, worked hard on over, my dad worked hard on ever since, he took over from my grandpa. It's really been kind of a game changer for us, I think. And especially with the genetic testing we've been doing too, and finding out about exactly what color these horses are, what they could possibly throw depending on the mare you cross them on or the stud you cross them on for color and stuff like that.
And this is where I want to deep dive with you, JW, on the DNA testing of all of the fillies and the colts in the sale. What kind of information are you capturing for buyers with that DNA?
So we are doing a 6-panel testing. That's the disease panel, I guess, or a disorder, you could call it, testing. All of our mares and all of our studs are tested. So we already know. We get the test, and that way people are certain that these horses are clean from these disorders. And then you add in the color testing. For example, we test for the roan zygosity. So if a stud colt comes back homozygous roan, if you breed him to mares, he will only throw roan babies unless it's on a gray horse. A gray horse is dominant. So if you breed a homozygous roan to a bay, just a plain bay horse, you're going to get a roan no matter what, whether it's bay roan or depending on the color, blue roan, red roan, whatever. And that's really kind of helped a lot for, people who are looking to select, whether it be studs or mares for their breeding program, what kind of color they want out of their herd.
So it's really the same deal on in my world, in the cattle world, when I'm going and selecting bulls that are homo black and homo polled.
Yep, pretty much. Exactly, yep.
Color is great. I get it. We all want to ride the pretty one. Of course, I want to ride the flashy one out there. But I love and respect the fact that disposition is your number one priority. Disposition, color, and conformation. Well, by golly, you put all those three together and you got yourself a hat trick.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like you said, the big thing, disposition, and then conformation too. We want good boned horses, good footed horses that you could take them into the arena, rope off of them, and then take them out in the mountains and ride all day out in the mountains. Then we've added in the color, and that's been a game changer for us.
Before we say fare thee well, JW, let's just talk a little bit about the sale that's coming up here in a couple weeks. It's Saturday, September 20th at your ranch in Selfridge, North Dakota. If people can't attend the sale, they can bid and buy online. Let's talk about that. And transportation, if somebody gets something bought and they got to get this critter back home.
Catalog is posted on our website, so everybody can go on there and look. There's multiple pictures. We got videos of the horses moving out. If you can't make the sale and see them in person, you can kind of see them how they move out. The sale is live on DV Auction where you can bid. You can also give us a call. We will also take phone bids if you're not able to use computer. For transportation wise, we have in our catalog, we have I think like 3 or 4 people that we recommend for transporting. And if people can't make the sale and they buy a colt, it doesn't have to leave that day. It doesn't have to leave the next day. Just call us. We work something out. We keep colts for a couple of weeks if we need to. We're easy to work with. We try to accommodate everybody. That way, everybody is happy. One thing that we're really high on too is honesty about everything. I'll be honest about every single horse. If you ask what I don't like about the horse, I will tell you what I don't like about the horse. After the sale, my phone is full of extra videos and extra pictures of horses out in the pasture. And so I'm more than capable and willing to definitely do that for anybody.
J.W. Froelich, thanks so much for the time sharing your story and your legacy. Froelich Legacy Quarter Horses. Okay, crew, here are the details. Saturday, September 20th at the ranch, Selfridge, North Dakota. All the sale information, the catalog, videos, JW's contact information, DV auction info, even hotel accommodations are listed on ranchchannel.com. Just find the Froelich Legacy Quarter Horses landing page or head to FroelichRanch.com. Now, the day before is the preview in the steak supper that evening on Friday the 19th. If you are planning on attending, JW asked to please let him know ASAP so he knows how many steaks to order. Now, if you are unable to attend, you can bid and buy online at DV Auction. You can call any of the sale representatives listed in the catalog, or you can reach out to Beck and I. We will be there and will be more than happy to help you with your potential purchases. Froelich Legacy Quarter Horses. Crew, it's break time. When we come back, we have our market report, and we have more of the cow stuff here on the Ranch It Up radio show. Go nowhere and keep it parked.